Hey viewers, welcome to Tech Paths. I'm Vishnu Prajit, and today in this video we're going to talk about installing Ubuntu in VirtualBox. So there is a simple question: what is Ubuntu for the beginners? So Ubuntu is nothing but a Linux-based operating system which is built on Debian, and it comes with pretty much all applications that is included in Microsoft Windows. Not exactly the same, but related to it. So in Ubuntu, it is the one of the most famous versions of the Linux distributions. So if you ask everyone the word Linux, the next word will be Ubuntu from their mouth. So that is the thing, Ubuntu, and it provides many features such as software development, multimedia, gaming, and etc. and etc. So we will be installing Ubuntu in VirtualBox, that is inside Windows. And if you haven't set up VirtualBox, check out my previous video on how to install VirtualBox, and you can continue with this video. So without further ado, let's go inside. So now we are at Ubuntu desktop download page. I'll just include this link in the description box below, and you can see it's in the latest version 20.04 LTS. And when I'm recording this video, this is the latest version. While you're watching the video, it could be a higher version. So I'll just click the download, or we can have alternative downloads, that is we have different mirrors, or we can download through torrent. So I'm doing a normal download, and we click download, and it automatically it says your download should start automatically. So my internet is a bit slow, so that it's getting late, and we can see it's asking to save the file. I have already downloaded the ISO file, so you can see it's in the ISO format, and I'll just cancel it, close it, and we can see we have this Ubuntu image right here, and I have my VirtualBox already open, and we are going to create a new machine. So we'll be clicking new, and I'm just giving this name as Ubuntu. As you can see, as I given Ubuntu in the name here, it automatically changed to type Linux and version Ubuntu 64-bit, and click next. For this Ubuntu, I recommend you to set 2048 MB, that is 2 GB of RAM. So for Linux, low RAM is enough for it to run properly. So I'll just click next, and it's asking me to create a hard disk, for virtual hard disk for this Ubuntu virtual machine. So I'll just create a new hard disk, and there are three options here. Three are moreover the same, but I'll choose virtual hard disk, and I'll recommend you the same. And next, so here we can see it's asking whether it should be dynamically allocated or fixed size. So what is dynamically allocated means, it receives the storage whenever it needs. So if I have already 10 GB, and if I need 2 extra 2 GB, I can get whenever I need. So that is called dynamically allocated. But once it is taken, it cannot be given back. So if you request for extra 5 GB from the host operating system, it delivers you 5 GB, and you cannot return that 5 GB once again to the host computer. So that is dynamically allocated. And fixed size means you directly fix a size, that is I need 40 GB for this Ubuntu desktop. So the total 40 GB will be taken at once. So that is called fixed size. My recommendation is to go to dynamically allocated, because it is the best one. It occupies less space, and whenever you need extra space, it can take it. So I'll just give next, and it will be stored in my VirtualBox VMs ubuntu.vht extension. So I'll just give this 40 GB, but for Ubuntu 20 GB is enough. According to your usage, you can set the storage as per your wish. I'll just create, and thus our Ubuntu virtual machine is ready. And what we are going to do is, we are going to boot from this ISO image, so that we can install the Ubuntu operating system in this VirtualBox. So I'll just be going to settings. So we can see there are basic settings here. So general, basic, name, Linux, and version, and system. We can see in motherboard we have set 2 GB of RAM for this memory for Ubuntu, and we can see here boot order, floppy, optical. So in which order should be booted first? So since we don't have any floppy, we'll just unbox it, uncheck it, and we can move it to down. And first my CD drive will be booted from for this virtual machine, and next the hard disk will be booted. So for, if any ISO image is attached to the boot order, then the ISO image will be booted first. So next in the processor, I recommend you to go to 2 CPUs, because the maximum number of CPUs you set for the virtual machine, the more smoother will it be. And if you choose more than that, you can see here red. If you choose more than that, your host operating system will be becoming slow and laggy. So I'll just set it to 2 processors, and that's enough. And acceleration, it is in default, and its screen, video memory, monitor count, etc. And in scale factor, you might want to set to 200%, so that you can get a bigger screen resolution for Ubuntu. Otherwise the screen will be very so much smaller that you can't see all things clearly. And if you are not satisfied with 200%, then I'll just say to reduce up to whatever factor you want. So that's it. And we go to storage, and here the important part, and we can see there is a controller ID and controller SATA. The virtual hard disk is already attached in the SATA. So now we are going to attach the Ubuntu ISO, which is located here, and we'll just click this add CD, and we're going to add. So I'm just going to desktop where my Ubuntu is present. So here it is, and I'll just give OK, and it is present in this list. I'll just choose. So here we have attached our Ubuntu ISO image. That's it. And we can now start the virtual machine and boot from this ISO image. And audio network, so here you can see there are different types of networks available. We'll go through this in another video. And serial ports, USB, shared folders, user interface, these are all they can be in default. So I'll just click OK, and we can start the machine now. So I just started the machine. I'll just full screen this. So since you are running for the first time, it will be slightly later. It will load a little bit late, but after the first time you will get a smooth running of this virtual machine. We see the 200% is too much bigger for this, so I'll just change it to scale to 200%. I'll just change this to 100%. So this is okay for me now. And see, it is loading, and here we are, the home screen of Ubuntu. And there are 2 options in here, that is try Ubuntu and install Ubuntu. What is try Ubuntu means, we don't have to install Ubuntu and use it like Windows, but we can actually lively use it without installing. We can use Ubuntu from the ISO image. So that is called try Ubuntu. It comes in handy when you are using in a physical device other than VirtualBox. If you are using in a real-time computer, the try Ubuntu option will be very useful. And so we can skip that for now, and we'll go to install Ubuntu, and we'll select the keyboard layout language. Okay, and these are some of the options, that is what apps would you like to install to start with. So they are asking normal installation or minimal installation, and here they ask in normal installation all the web browser, utilities, office software, games and media players, everything will be installed. And in minimal installation, only web browser and basic utilities are installed. So for this sake of video, I'll just choose minimal installation to not to waste my time. And in other options they ask download updates while installing Ubuntu. So while you're installing Ubuntu, it directly downloads updates if you are connected to the internet, so that after installation it doesn't take much time to update your computer separately. And install third party software for graphics and Wi-Fi hardware and additional media formats. And this is not necessary, since you're running the Ubuntu in VirtualBox. It is not so necessary, so you can leave it by default. And I'll uncheck this option also, because I don't want to waste my time here in this video. And we'll just click continue. And don't worry, the time is wrong here. Once the network configuration is set up, it will automatically change into the correct time. And erase disk and install Ubuntu. Nobody have to panic here, because erase disk means it erases the virtual hard disk which is attached with this virtual machine. So for this virtual machine, the .vht extension file is considered as the whole hard disk. So we can choose erase disk and install Ubuntu without any doubts. So I'll just give install now, so that it automatically makes the partitions and everything. So we can see here it automatically made its required partitions. So we'll just click continue. And it's asking my location, so I'm in India, and I'll click OK. And it's asking my name and password, etc. So I'll just give TechPuffs, and computer name TechPuffs VirtualBox, and username TechPuffs, and password will be 123456 123456. So you can choose your password on your own. And it started to copy the files and doing the installation. So here you can get some of the tips and the tips for the Ubuntu, how to use Ubuntu and what comes with it, and etc. So we have to wait for the install to be completed. After the installation completed, I'll just continue with this video. So after 10 minutes, we can see our installation is complete. You need to restart the computer in order to use the new installation. So I'll just click restart now, so that it could put into my installed Ubuntu. And you can just ignore these error messages, they are not a problem. And it might just take a little extra time. So it's first time booting into new Ubuntu Linux. So there's no problem in waiting. So it asks please remove the installation medium, then press enter. So it automatically removed the installation for us in medium for us, that is the ISO file. So we'll just press enter, and it is getting restarted. So we have got the TechPuffs, and the password I given was 123456, and I'll just give enter. And that's it. We have got our Ubuntu installation. After the installation, we have first time entering into the Ubuntu, and it will just ask this: if you want to connect your online accounts, you can connect it. I'll just give skip for this one. And live patch, it helps to keep your computer secure. It will apply some updates, so I'll just click next. I don't want to set up it first. And you can send system info to Canonical, that is your usages. If any bugs is found, it will show, it will deliver the reports, it will deliver the error reports to the Ubuntu community. So for the video sake, I'll just click no. And privacy location services, I'll just keep it as disabled. And next, So you're ready to go. So we can install many applications such as this Visual Studio Code, Skype, Spotify. So many of the Windows applications are also compatible in here. They are for Linux also. In each of their page you can find the installation setup file for separately for Ubuntu. So that's it. So you can go click done, and so it's asking updates. So it is asking new updates for me. 174.6 MB will be downloaded, and I'll just update this later. So I'll just give remind me later. So that's it, guys. This is the Ubuntu installation in VirtualBox. Similar installation can be done in the physical computer also, and I'll post it in another video. And this is the installation. I hope it felt useful. And there are a lot of options you can go through inside. You can go through settings and you can see what are the options available, play with them, play around them, and you can go files. You can see what are there, what is the structure of the file directory, etc. Please go through ahead, and we can go here. We can see many files here. So that's it, guys. This is the Ubuntu installation, and we can see more in upcoming videos. So that's the installation, guys. If you have any queries or doubts or suggesting new videos, please comment in the comment section and I will respond soon. And if you have liked this video, please press the like button and please subscribe to Tech Puffs for more interesting content. And this is Vishnu Prajit signing off. I'll meet you next video. Bye.